17th, and tonight begins the Hanukkah. And if anybody doesn't know what Hanukkah means, I'm going to get it in the etymology. So you're not going to find the word Hanukkah in the scriptures, you know, not even in the etymology, because the word Hanukkah is Chanukah with a CH, which is kind of in Hebrew pronounced like a cha, like a Hanukkah.
That
you know,
strong A, you know.
Yeah. So it says Hanukkah, 8-day Jewish festival in commemoration of the purification of the temple in Jerusalem in 165 BC. Now this was before the Son of God, and there was a temple in Jerusalem, and it was it got defiled, you know, because the heathens they went into the temple, and they started changing up things, you know, because they were under the rulership. The rulership was under the Greeks. And Hanukkah also means dedication. Also, Enoch means dedication too.
Oh yeah.
So Hanukkah kind of sounds like Enoch. The last part of it. So we'll get John 10 and 22, because even our Lord Yahushua, he celebrated Hanukkah.
So this is the book of John 10:22. And it was at Jerusalem the feast of dedication, and it was winter. That just tells it.
So this is fast forward to the Son of God when he was here. He was in Jerusalem, and he was celebrating the feast of the dedication. So when you get definition for feast of dedication, it says, and if you listen to it, it says that Ekania kind of sounds like Hanukkah. And it says, in particular, the annual feast celebrated 8 days, beginning in the 25th of Chislev. And the Chislev is the 9th month of the Hebrew calendar, which month we're in right now. And it says, instituted by Judas Maccabees, 164 BC, in memory of the cleansing of the temple from the pollution of Antiochus Epiphanes. So Antiochus Epiphanes, he was a Greek, and Judas Maccabees, he was in captivity, you know, under the Greeks.
And he's spoken about in the book of Daniel too.
Yep.
He used that little, I don't know if you're going to get it, but he used that little horn.
Yep, that's what we're going to get.
Okay. 7 or 7.
But read the next verse.
Okay, oh, the 10. John 10:23.
Yep.
It says, Yahushua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
Right, so Yahushua, he was celebrating a feast of dedication, and you know it's about this time because it was in the winter.
Mm-hmm. And it's cold right now. Well, not so cold, but it's cold though.
Yeah. And so when the Judas Maccabees, when he was in captivity, Daniel had a vision, you know, a prophecy that he seen, And so we'll go to Daniel 7:6.
It's Daniel 7:6. And after this, behold, and lo, another like a leopard, which upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. And the beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
So this leopard, talking about Alexander the Great.
He also had like a what, like a leopard head though?
Yeah, because it speaks about, he kind of had characteristics like a leopard.
And he was fast, man. He took over fast too.
Yeah, he took
12 years.
He took over the kingdoms fast.
10 years. That's pretty fast, bro. When you think about it, all that the main thing he had.
Yeah, it was fast and it was large.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody's seen the power he had like that before. And he had 4 kingdoms that was split into different, divided into 4 kingdoms.
So it talks about the 4 wings, right?
Yeah.
The 4 wings on a fowl. Because a fowl was like a bird, like it stretches its wings, though. You know what I mean? Like when you see the world and shit, and then over it's like the eagle with the wings over it. So it talks about the wings over it is like a domain of them taking over.
Yeah. So he was in rulership, Alexander the Great, but after he died, Antiochus Epiphanes took over. Because that's in Daniel 8:8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think it's 7, 8. Another one.
Yeah.
Or you want to get 8?
See, because Alexander the Great, he's a horn that got broken.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go to Daniel 8:8,
okay.
It's going to tell you.
This is Daniel 8:8. It's like, therefore, the he-goat waxed very great, which he's talking about. Mm-hmm. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken, for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven.
Yeah, so Alexander the great horn, he was broken. That horn was broken. And then came up 4 notable ones with, toward the 4 winds of heaven, which is the 4 kingdoms. And keep going.
9. And out of them came forth the little horn, which waxed exceeding great toward the south and toward the east, toward the pleasant land. And that's,
yeah. So the great horn was just broken, but now it said, now came out another horn, which waxed exceedingly great towards the south and toward the east and toward the pleasant land.
That's the was it the I can't say the because it was 4, right? It was Epiphanies.
Yeah.
It was but it was the cells. And it was the L, and then there was like 4 of them though, But remember too, they always had beef. The Ptolemy and then the with the S though.
It said Alexander's kingdom was divided between 4 generals known as the Diadochi, the Ptolemy,
Mm-hmm.
Lysimachus,
That's the one I was talking about.
Seleucus, and Cassander. The 4-fold division of Alexander's kingdom is implied in Daniel. So Daniel, he had the vision of what was going to happen when Judas Maccabees was under captivity.
So online, you look at it online, right? So they even know about that prophecy though,
Yeah. This links up with the scriptures, because even in the scriptures, it's history. It lines up exactly, with you go to Wikipedia, and it'll say that it was around the same time.
Makes sense though, huh?
So it has to be, the Bible has to be real. So we'll go to 1 Maccabees 4:52.
Because then he said that the pleasant land, that he'd be right there in the domain of the pleasant land, which is the pleasant land.
Yeah.
Said 4 and 52.
Uh-huh.
First Maccabees 4 and 52. Now on the 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month of Casli, in the 148 year, they rose up bedtimes in the morning.
That's the exact time we're in right now. Is the 25th day of the month. Even though our calendar says we're in the 17th day.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the, according to the moon. You know, to the way the Lord set it up, we're on the 25th day of the 9th month.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Because all that October, November, and the days and shit in the week though, that's all paganism though. That goes back to the gods though, you know, the planet gods though, you know?
Yeah. That's just confusion. That's just confusion because now you're not in order with the Most High. You know?
Because how you gonna know? People believe especially the Christian Adventist church, they believe that the Shabbat is on every Saturday. Little do they know they're worshiping the Saturn god.
Yeah.
You know? This is things that we need, this is things that we need to tell our people.
Yeah, but now that we know the truth, how more better do you feel now? How more in connection do you feel with the Most High now? You know, now we're more in connection.
You feel it though, you know? Like you spiritually feel it.
Yeah. And keep going.
53. And offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made.
So they made a new altar, you know, just like us. We need a brand new everything too, right. You know. Everything around us is defiled, so we need to build a brand new altar, you know.
Yeah, because remember the altar got what? What did the Greeks do?
Yeah.
Eating swine.
Yeah, they were sacrificing pork.
Yeah, in the altar though. So they got defiled though. So they had to make a new altar, you know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't drink, a cup of water and a fly lands in it. You're not going to drink that same water that's in the cup though. That's just, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing going with the altar from back then. It got defiled though, man. It's like, man, you know what I mean? It's like with a woman. You're with a woman though, and she has sex with some other dude. She's defiled though. You're like, man, you fuck this nigga. You think I want to have sex with you? Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. You don't want that that smell. You know, now she got that smell on her.
Yeah.
Of the other person.
Yeah, and the spirit of the other person too.
Yeah, now she's starting to act like him.
Yeah. And you're like, bitch, you don't act like this. Like, where did you pick that up from?
You know? That's from the other gods. You know?
Yeah. Or which that precept that you brought out on the Psalms though, what was it though? The God of gods?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right.
There's the God of gods though, but that goes to show there's different gods though, man. Which why I was talking earlier, yeah. God is just a title.
God of gods, that means one God is over another God.
The Most High, the Lord of Lords, right?
Yeah, that's right. So one has more power than the other.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So keep going.
54. Look at what time and what day the heathen have profaned it, even in that was dedicated with songs and cithern and harps and cymbals.
So the heathen, they profaned it. Just like us, we can't stand to go into a church because we can't stand to look at that picture of Jesus.
That's profanity. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's real profanity right there.
You know, profanity means outside of the church, but you got profanity inside of the church. You know, what kind of sees that?
And you got fornication in there too. You know?
Yeah.
Spiritual and the physical fornication happening in that fucking church, man.
Yeah. All the women are wearing skirts up to their thighs.
Yeah, and then Slocky brother, I was coming over here and there was this Jake and his woman, and they were getting things out of the trunk of the car, right? And I was driving, and his woman had like the spaghetti, what do they call the spaghetti?
Spaghetti straps.
Yeah, shirts. And you could, and I wasn't not look, but it was just like, I was like, what the hell? And you could see her cleavage. You could see like her back. So she was respecting this chick though. It's like, how can you let your woman, like, you could see her cleavage, man? You know what I mean? I was just driving though. I wasn't like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? I was like saying, damn, like, motherfucker, like, you let your woman be out. Like, you know what I'm saying though? That's, you know what I mean though? That's respecting you, man, as a person, as a man. You know what I'm saying though? She's supposed to feel ashamed of walking out like that. But that's what America produces, man. Shit like that. That's profanity, man. That's
You might as well not just wear nothing at all.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Why even, wear a strap?
And,
You know?
and then you got a man, a husband, right? You're just respecting him.
No.
But see, a bitch won't, you be shirtless, right? You walk to get your mail, and like, why you won't go into the mail shirtless? And they'll get mad at you for doing that. You know what I mean?
Her man probably don't even care. You know?
Yeah.
He don't have her in order. You know? So keep going.
55. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success.
Right, so you gotta fall upon your face, when you worship the Most High. That's not being, over righteous.
I don't know. It's the power to give you breath every morning. You know what I mean?
Because you're just giving the Most High his due. You
Yeah.
know? You're giving him what he's owed. What he's owed. We owe him our lives.
Yeah, and you get on your one knee to propose to a woman. What kind of manly shit is that? A motherfucker, you get on your knees to propose to your woman, but you can't get on your knees for the Most High to give you breath, though, to give you everything. You know what I'm saying? So this shit's backwards, man.
Read that one again.
55. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success. So they knew what's
Yeah. That's where we get our success from. It's from the Most High. We don't say, I'm here because I put myself here. You don't put yourself on a pedestal, like that.
Yeah, like when I got last time, I got the extra money, whatever. It was through whatever they want to say, but that was the Most High. You know what I mean? I did praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. I was like, they even though they said it came, the letter, whatever, the envelope said it came from such and such, but I was like, nah, man, that's the Most High throwing a bone to me, though.
That was the power from heaven.
Yeah, definitely, though.
That was an angel. You didn't see the angel, but he brought the letter.
Yeah. And, I was able to come out here, man, so I was like, great, so like, you know what, yeah, man, I got enough gas to come out here. So that was all the Lord, man, because, coming out here, man, it's good, though, man. I was like, yeah, come out here, though. Because, this place right here, this is where it all started personally for me. You know what I mean? This is the roots, though. This is where, you know what I mean? This, what did they say they had as a it's a special thing for me right here, man, because this is where I was literally taking notes, and this brother was breaking down the scriptures for me, though. And so this right here, man, this is where I learned, man. You know how the apostles, they learn at, what is it, that school? I forgot what they call that school. So in Manhattan, well, you know what I mean? So like they reminisce when they were out there, prophesying in camp, though. So they were like, yeah, we went to school. But this is where I was in school at. I'm still in school, but I'm just saying, this is where it all started for me, man, coming out here. So, and it's Hanukkah, so it's all spiritual, man, and I love it, man. So
Just like in I think it was Rocky 2. Rocky, he had to go back to his roots, and they played that song "Take Me Back," because he had to find himself and get the eye of the tiger again.
Yeah, he had to find himself, you know what I mean? His inner glow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
His inner glow.
So keep going.
56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days, and offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
So that's what we need to be remembering right now through these 8 days. that uh, they had deliverance, you know, because they took over uh, those Greeks,
Yeah.
you know.
And they were motherfucking strong too. Yeah, strongholds of the
Right.
Greeks.
That's right. You know.
It takes a special type of people to take down. You know what I'm saying though? So we gotta reminisce and give, the remembrance though, man. Like, hey, man, it was a special time and it was spiritual though, man. You know what I mean? And some of us brothers could have been those people back then too. You know, you never know. We could have probably been right there fighting by Maccabees though, and being a soldier, for him or with him right there, So who knows, man? Like I said, you never know. So all this connects to us personally though, man, because our forefathers did this, you know. Well, Yahweh gave them that spirit though to do it though, So you acknowledge though, you give acknowledgement to the people though, Same way I just give acknowledgement to this brother though that, broke things down for me when I was right here. This was my classroom right here, It's just acknowledgement, man. So same way you give acknowledgement to the Maccabees,
Yeah.
Because that was literally, remember, they were being over righteous. Remember, they were so over righteous that they were getting killed off because they will attack them on the Shabbat. Remember? And they're like, and they said, like, Judas was like, hey, we can't keep doing this because if we keep doing this, though, they're going to kill us over. So we got to fight back, even if it's the Shabbat, So.
Yeah, so they had gladness. So keep going.
And the same precept or next precept.
The 57.
And it says they decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold, with them shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and hanged doors upon them.
They even had crowns of gold. Imagine that decking out the
temple.
Yep.
The forefront. So it was like where you can see it, boom, right there.
Yep. Huh. It said, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and hanged doors upon them.
So they had everything new.
And keep going.
58. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
The heathen was put away at a moment, and that's what we want too. Is when the Lord comes back, we want these heathen to be put away.
They're a reproach to us, man. They scorn, they mock. That's a reproach, man. Problems, no, they're looking for problems.
Yeah. Because these heathens, they're really just like toys that we just put them away, because the Most High, He uses the heathens, like a toy.
That's why it tells you in Romans, what is that? Clay of dishonor and honor.
Yeah.
Romans 9:21.
Yeah. Right.
So it only makes sense. Yahweh's the potter, and we're the clay. But the heathen are the dishonor, and we're the honor.
Like the little army men.
We used to play kids.
Yeah. Remember we used to play that.
Remember I don't know when you grab the one of your favorite one though, or your favorite ones and shit though, and you put them in the, you know what I mean, in the group, and you're like, all right, and you'll put them like in different places and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was a game I remember. 64, Nintendo 64. It was called.
Yeah.
What was it? You remember that game?
I remember that one too.
Yeah, that was a badass game too.
Series,
yeah, it was called.
You'd have like I think it was the Army Men game or something. And
yeah,
they
were
like different positions.
Yeah. I think they were like some were tan, and some were blue. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
But you had like the soldier with the gun. Mm-hmm. Then you had a soldier with a missile gun or something. Yeah.
And it was cool because you were like a toy, but you'll fight like in the kitchen, you'll fight outside.
Yeah.
Like it was real creative though, but it was I remember my cousin had that game. It was a badass game though, Yeah.
So when the time is right, the heathen are gonna get put away. They can't do nothing no more.
And that's the thing. That's why we need Yahweh Shai though to come. You know what I mean? Because we think we're gonna be able to do these carnal bodies. goes to show how strong and spiritually powerful the Maccabees were, man. You know what I'm saying? They were in the mountains, and they were fucking shit up though, man. For them to get the temple back, or to back where they're at, hey, bro, like they had to be strong people though, man. Because this is the Greeks we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is the Greeks though, man. They were stronghold too at one point.
Yeah. They didn't call him Alexander the Great for nothing.
Right?
You know? But we call him Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
And this will be the last verse. 59.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren, with the whole congregation of Israel ordained, right, that the days of dedication of the altar shall be kept in their season from year to year, right? So it was ordained by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month of Tasli, with mirth and gladness.
So that's why it's called a feast of dedication, because it said that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year. And it kept going on from year to year.
Even your house side with that.
Ever since that.
Yeah.
And it's still going. At one time we lost it, but we got woken up to the truth again.
We believe we are the people, man.
Yeah.
When the small hats have their, Hanukkah, whatever, I don't see no shield, I don't see no crown. They're in their small hats with their eating, and then they're like, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look like the what's the history within the Maccabees, how they celebrated though. You know what I mean? The small hats, how they celebrate it, and it doesn't match up and link up the way it's told here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't link up. Small hat, you should be having crowns, man. You know what I mean? If you're the people, right? Having crowns and supposed to be, you know what I mean? But instead they have they're all in black, small hat. They grab with each other. They dance all weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? And where's the symbols? Where's the hearts, though? Where's the everything? I don't see none of that shit when they celebrate their shit,
Yeah.
It doesn't match up with the scriptures, though, man. That's why we always say, you gotta read the scriptures. You gotta read them, though. You gotta match them, though. Because if you don't, you're not gonna understand you're not gonna understand anything. That's why Galatians, I think it was Ephesians 4:14 talked about don't go into these different doctrines like the window, because you're gonna get all confused, man.
Yeah. Just read it one more time.
First Maccabees 4:59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of dedication of the altar shall be kept in their season from year to year, by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of month Tasli, with the mirth and gladness.
So that's why we keep in the spirit of mirth and gladness during this high holy day.
I'm glad that I'm here with the brother,
Yeah.
And this is where it started for me. So that's gladness for me personally. You know what I mean? That I'm right here with the brother, man, and I haven't been. When was the last time we had? It's been a while, huh?
It's been like a year, probably.
Yeah, because this brother built me, and the other brother Kawak too, built me to where I'm out there with these brothers now in camp. You know what I mean? Because I got out of the classroom, now I'm out there. Or like this brother told me one time, I was sitting at the benches, and now I'm out in the field like a football player. I was in the benches. I was wearing my jersey. Remember, you gave me the garment, and I was right there. That was the jersey, though, And you gave it to me, boom, and then it started coming out there in the field and things like that, though, man. So it's gladness, though, man. Even being right here.
Yeah. So with that, hey, we hope that's edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to you.
Yahweh, Shem,
Shai, Shem, Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone camp, for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings are overlaid scattered around the world. Shalom.
Shalom.